In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your Facebook profile attractive to your potential client. So we log into our Facebook account, and the very first thing is we are going to set up the bio. We're going to add bio. So to make the bio attractive to your potential client, it has to be benefit driven. And this is how exactly we write it. I help working executives to retire earlier through a comprehensive retirement planning. And then we save it. So once we save it, if we want to post it on the timeline, we can click post. And if you don't want to post it on the timeline, just click cancel. And there you go, we have completed setting up the bio. And when your potential client reads your profile, they would know exactly the benefit or result they would get and how you would help your potential client to get that benefit or result. So once we have completed the bio, next we will move to the next section to complete all these 5 details that are required to make your Facebook profile attractive to your potential client. So we click on current town or city, and we add the city that you live in, and you click save changes. Now you could publish this on the news feed, but if you do not want to do that, then you can dismiss it. And the next thing is to add your hometown. Now this is an option. If you want to display it on your profile, then you could add your hometown. If you don't want it to be displayed, that's perfectly okay. And here's other places lived. Again, this is an option. It's up to you whether you want to display this on your profile, but I would leave it empty. So next we move to work and education, and here we need to add a workplace. So this is the company we work with. So you need to fill out the company that you work with and then your position in that company. And in case if this is your own company, so the position that you hold in your own company, you need to fill that out. So the next is the description. Now this is one of the most important sections, which most of the financial advisors, they just leave it blank. Now if you want to make your Facebook profile attractive to your potential client, then the description should be benefit or result driven, and it should be very, very specific. And this is exactly how we write it. I specialize in helping working executives to retire 10 to 15 years earlier. So once you have completed the description in this manner, this will make it attractive to your potential client. And next we select the time period. So I'm currently working here. And then you select public, because this has to be displayed for public to see. And then you save changes. Now you can share this on the newsfeed, but if you don't want to share this on the newsfeed, then you can just dismiss it. So the next we need to add is a professional skill. So we click on professional skill, and we type out financial advice and select financial advice, and make sure that this is public and save changes. Now you could add the university that you studied in, and in case If you do not have anything to fill out here, that's totally okay, that's fine, it's not that critical. But if you fill up the university that you studied in, it gives you an added bonus, it gives you more credibility. So add in the university that you studied in, if you have an university that you studied in. Okay, and then you can add the year as well if you want to, but just by adding the university, that's pretty good enough. And of course, you could go on to add description and concentration and all of that, but I'm just going to leave it blank. So just the university name is enough to be displayed to the public. So I just save changes. So next, you could add your high school. So in case if you didn't have a university that you went to, you can always add your high school. So once you've done that, again, here I'm not going to add the years and I'm not going to add any description. That's optional. Just this is enough. Just display the school, high school that you studied at, and make sure that's public and you save changes. So once you have completed this section, we move to the next section, that is contact and basic information. So here you could add your mobile number, but you don't want to display your mobile number on your profile page. So don't no need to add that as well. Same thing goes to your address. You don't need to add your address onto your profile page, and definitely not a public key. So you could just leave that blank. But the most important here is to add a website. So that way it will make it more attractive to your potential client. So you could add your company website or your personal website that you have. So this is important. So add a website, and you could add any more websites. If you have more than one, then maybe you have a personal one as well as another one is the company one, then you could add that as well. But make sure it's public and you save changes. And the next most important, and this is very critical information for making your Facebook profile attractive to your potential client, you need to add social links. So here we can add all of our social links, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube, WhatsApp, WeChat. So in case if you want to use WhatsApp, make sure that the phone number is added right in the beginning. So we could add any of these. We could add any of these social media links here. So you could add another one. So I just added Instagram. I'm going to add Twitter now. So that is 2. Okay. I'm going to save changes. But you have an option here to actually keep it to just only you, or you could turn it to public so the public can see, only all your friends can see. So it could be only me. So you could just select what you want here and you save changes. And the same goes for the year as well. If you want to keep it private, then you just say only me and you save changes. And of course the gender is already, it's taken care when you open your Facebook account. So once you've completed this, of course there are other sections here which are optional, and I would leave this blank. Add who you're interested in, add a language, add your religious views, and add your political views now. And you don't want to display all this on your profile page, so you just leave it blank, and that's optional. So we go to the next section, that's the family and relationships. So here you could add your relationship. So just click on add your relationship status and you have all the options here. So once you have selected the status, relationship status, you could add your spouse's name and you could add your anniversary date. So it's an option. So if you don't want to display it, so don't enter it, and make sure this is public and save changes. and this could be shared on your newsfeed. So if you don't want, then dismiss it. And of course, there's another option to add a family member, but this is optional. So now we move to the next section, that is the details about you. And we need to write the details about yourself. Now, this is one of the most important and the critical section that you need to fill out. And the reason is because here's where you can showcase your credibility and make your Facebook profile more attractive to your potential client. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy it from the Word document where I've already written it down, and then I will go through it so that you can just follow and write your own about yourself. Now, the very first thing is the headline. So here's where you can showcase your credibility. If you are an MDRT achiever, you can write it as MDRT financial advisor. If you're a speaker, if you're a co-author, or if you're an author, here's where you can showcase your credibility. And in case if you don't have a book or if you're not a speaker, then you can just write financial advisor with whatever the experience that you have, 5 years experience of serving working executives, or you could use any certification that you have, like certified financial planner. So you could showcase your credibility here in the headline, and then you're going to write how many years of experience you have in serving your particular niche. And then in case if you have any book that you have authored, you can showcase it here. You can showcase your honors or certifications or any award that you have achieved here. And then you can showcase if you have a team that's working for you, you could say you're leading a team. So here's where you can write that. And moving forward from there, the next is the most important, is your vision. It's your personal vision. What do you want to become? What's that you want to achieve in the future? Like for example, here I've written down to become the number one go-to financial advisor for working executives. So that's my vision. So you need to write your own personal vision. So this is futuristic of what you want to become. And the next, you need to write down your mission. This is your why you do what you do, the why you exist. So this is to be the most trusted financial advisor, providing customized solutions to excel beyond expectations. So this is my mission. So what is yours? What's your why you do what you do? So this is where you're going to write your mission statement. And then finally, you're going to write your values. So here is my own example: having integrity, purpose driven, fun loving, dare to dream. So these are the values that drives me. So what are the values that drives you? So you could write that here and showcase it here. So that way your profile, your Facebook profile will become more attractive to your potential client. And most of the financial advisors, they don't have this. So when you do this, you will stand out. So once you have written down this, make sure it's public and then you save changes. So once we have completed the first section there, we move to the next one. This is to add a nickname or a birth name. So this is optional. So just leave it and go to the next one. Add your favorite quotation. Now here's where you can add your favorite quote that has inspired you or has made a big impact in your life. So you could add that and you could give credentials to the author of that quote. But I have my own, so I'm going to take it from here and just going to place it here. So the reason we do this is so that it will give a little more information about yourself, about what you believe in to your potential client, so that your Facebook profile will become more attractive to your potential client. So then you save changes. So once we've completed this details about you section, we can move to the next one, that is the life events. And if you have any life event that you want to share on the profile page, then you could add it here. Again, this is optional. So once we have completed this, then we have completed all these sections, and in the overview we can see that everything is populated here. And when we go back to the timeline, then you can see that all the details are populated here, and that way you can make your Facebook profile more attractive to your potential client. So the next thing that we need to complete on the profile page is the featured image. Now, this is very important because here's where you can showcase your credibility as well by showcasing what's important to you by adding a photograph of an event that you conducted or something that you attended or an award ceremony, or you could place your business page or a group, a picture of the group that you want your potential client to take action and join, so that you could display it here, and that way you can make your Facebook profile page more attractive to your potential client. So I'm going to show you how to add the featured image here. So you click on add to the featured, and you could select any relevant picture here to showcase, but since there's nothing here, we can upload as well. Now I'm going to upload a photograph that I have already created, and we upload that featured image, a photo, and we select that and we save it. Now this featured image has a specific dimension, and you need to create this photo, create this image. So in order to do that, you could download the PowerPoint slide, and that has the template. Now I'm going to show you how to create this featured image. So we download the PowerPoint slide, and here's the template where you can create the featured image. And now all you need to do is to place the photographs into this template. So I've already inserted the photographs into the PowerPoint slide. So if you want to insert a picture, so you just click insert picture, picture from file, and I've already done that. So I'm going to just take it and place it inside and create the photo, the picture that we actually want. So and there you go, we just save as picture onto the desktop. And once you've created this picture, we just need to upload it here. So just upload the feature one, and once it gets uploaded, all you need to do is select it and you save it. Just save the picture. So once it is saved, and here it appears, so this has an action to join the private group. So when the potential client clicks this image, it will take to this area. So here's where you can add a description and provide the link for this group. So you say click on the link to join the group, to join the private Facebook group. And here's where we need to place the URL for this group. So go to the group, and you will find the URL right at the top of the search bar. Just copy that URL and place it here. So with that, finish editing, and it's done. So when the potential client clicks this image, they will come here, and if they want to join, they'll click this and it will take them to the group. And with that, we have completed the setup of your Facebook profile page that looks more professional and more attractive to your potential client.